When Well, hello there. Welcome to Scobuff Sports. I'm Alex Roberts, bringing you guys coverage of the last 33 minutes of this contest between the Buffaloes and the Broncos. Broncos just scored again to make it 6-0 Central Oklahoma. We apologize for all the technical difficulties. We've been struggling to work with the camera. We have not used this specific camera. Settings were different. Took some troubleshooting, but we are here now and here to give you guys coverage. Me and the rest of the team have been working diligently to try and work out these technical issues, so unfortunately we probably couldn't get you very many ideas on who scored these goals for the Broncos, but all we know now is that we're here, and we're in a 4-on-3 right now for the Buffaloes. They're in a bit of a power play opportunity, but they just let up a shorthanded goal.
Yeah, they're down 6-0, Alex. They got a lot of work to do to get back into this one.
And so Central Oklahoma coming into this game undefeated at 6-0 and ranked number 5 in the country, and they sure are playing like it. A little under 30 seconds left on the coinciding minors against Gosnell, Luke Gosnell of Colorado, and Carter Aha of the Central Oklahoma. Puck is stuck towards the net, and they will stop play before it goes in. Goaltender for UCO tonight is Austin Madge, originally from Canada, averaging 2 goals allowed this season. But, you know, he's only 1-0.
Yeah.
Played 1 game.
And Alex, what's interesting about that is Madge on one end. Matt Server started the game for the Buffaloes in net. He was pulled after the 5th goal. But both goalies played at Oregon last season. So it was a battle of the Ducks and Boulder tonight. I think that's a bit interesting. Madge has the advantage now, but we'll see if anything beats it.
Well, this one slapped down back towards Liam O'Gwyn. It was just his 3rd appearance this season. Did not play in any of the 4 road games this team had played previously. His last appearance was their most recent home game against San Diego State. Here's Pearson giving to Drew McConaughey for Colorado. His pass finds a way to get to Blevins, and he just dumps it down. Madge to play it for the Broncos. Gets it away, picked up by the Buffaloes. McConaughey trying to get that pass to Kinney. He does, and McConaughey picks it back up again. Now Blevins down low. To McConaughey, he tries the backhander. Tries maybe to pick up the puck behind the net. He has it. McConaughey looking. And now the Broncos take over with the penalties killed. Here's a shot that gets blocked on the way towards O'Gwyn. So sent back. Now picked up by Kraus. Here's a shot towards the net, goes wide. Caden Islanic has it in the corner. Able to give it to Pearson. He loses the puck behind the net, and UCO is able to keep control. Gets behind the defense, and Blevins taken out, but now picked up by Kinney, and he can't get control. Here's Mikhailov, passing it over. Hogan, looking back for Kraus. Trying to go down low to Mikhailov. Here's a pass, and the stop is made. Kraus shooting, trying to get that deflection in front. Doesn't happen. Kraus back at the top. Gives a cross. Going down low, and now picked up by Mondi. Here's a shot from Kraus, tipped, and the save is made by O'Gwyn. Here's Mondi. He gets knocked off the puck, and the Buffs are able to take control. Here's Fred Farrow, dumping it down off the glass. Bunting can't pick up the puck. He just sends it around the boards, able to get that one around the boards. Here's Foy, turning it around. Andrej Blaha trying to pick that up for the Broncos, and they're able to clear. Puck floating into the corner. Both players blow a tire. Bunting from behind the net. Sends it back out up top. Gosnell out of the box. Gives it to Bunting. Tries to send it into the slot, and he missed any sort of passing attempt. That goes over the head of Camden Crawford, playing in just his 3rd game this season as the puck is iced.
And Alex, yeah, 2 players tangled up in the corner. That's been going on a lot tonight. There's been penalties on both sides, and lots of them. Most of the game, I feel, has been spent in the box for both teams.
Yeah.
So that's been happening a bunch tonight.
Shot from Trunco is stopped by Madge. Or Borgie, the new captain this season for the Buffaloes. Borgie is the one wearing the captaincy for the Buffs. Trunco and Kate, the assistant captains for this Buffs team. As Pshenik in the face-off circle. It's right towards Madge, and he covers. 9:20 left in the second, still 6-0 Central Oklahoma. We'll make sure we can get to you guys the score and who scored and who's got points for Central Oklahoma during the intermission. But as for now, it's 6-0. There's a shot, goes wide of the net. Behind the net, floating in the slot, and now picked up by UCO. Stalzer just dumps it in. Trying to find Robbie Rebroker. Stick loose on the ice. Rebroker from behind the net. He's tripped down. That is a penalty on the ice. Where's the footage?
Yeah, we're gonna have a trip here. Another power play coming up. Already up 6-0, 7-0. Could happen very shortly. This Broncos power play has been lethal.
There's no footage of it.
9 minutes to go. Buffs to the penalty kill. Cullen Hogan in the face-off circle for UCO. And he cleanly wins the draw. Here's a shot that gets blocked, and now it's picked up by Fred Farrow. He'll just dump it down. Try and outrace the Broncos down there. Madge trying to pick it up. He loses it. Farrow trying to pick up the loose puck. He still can't get back to the net, and the Broncos defense is able to get over there and help out their goaltender. Now back the other way. That is Doucette. Doucette passes back. Reagan. Slap shot. Goes wide of the net. Puck will be cleared down, and Mikhailov has it for UCO. Here's a pass into the slot. Fanning on the shot there for the Broncos is Burton. And so now, Broncos have minute 7 left on the penalty. Burton gives to Mikhailov. Mikhailov at the top, waits. Now just hands it off to Reagan. Reagan gives to Burton. He tries to get that pass down low for Doucette, and he couldn't hit it. They'll regroup here, get a little line change going. And now Ferguson has it for the Buffaloes. Knocked down, and now here's Blevins. Blevins has a look, he shoots, and it gets deflected off a stick, and he gives a little push to the defender, J.C. Dubecki, after the shot. So we'll stay in the Central Oklahoma zone for the time being. 31 seconds on their power play.
Yeah, a couple nice chances there on the power play, but puck's just wide, didn't beat Ogwed, and now Buffs have an offensive zone draw.
Puck is controlled by Central Oklahoma. And they'll pass it over. With speed, it's Sam Sykes, the leading goal scorer for this Broncos team. He gives to Dubecki. He shoots well wide of the net. Sykes back for Dubecki. Dubecki gives. 2 seconds on the penalty. Penalty has been killed by Colorado. Out of the box is Issa. And behind the net, there's Guerra. Still loose. Trying the wraparound attempt. It goes well wide and into the corner. They'll fight for it. And here's Sykes to pick it up for the Broncos. Dubecki. Behind the net. Guerra fighting with Kinney, and East Atlantic picks it up. Buffs try to clear, still floating around in their defensive zone. Will pop it out. George Issa trying to go pick that up. Here's Kinney. Giving it off from East Atlantic. Tipped off the stick of Issa and into the UCO zone. 6:10 left in the second period. 6-0 Central Oklahoma. McConaughey picks up the loose puck. Floating and picked up by the Broncos. With it now is Stalzer. He gives over. Here's a backhander shot. O'Gwynn covers and stops Aha.
No. Alex, in the first period, the Buffs had a good amount of chances right around the net. They just couldn't bury one. It was only 2-0 after the first. Now the game's just getting away through this second period, and we'll see what happens for the remainder of this 5:50 and the next 20 as well.
Gosnell to chase it down in the corner, being pressured. A very physical game, too. Now Blevins has it. He's got to try and get behind that defense, and they'll just send it in. Wood in the corner, can't find the puck, and Aha has it for Central Oklahoma. Stalzer just tries to muscle off Gosnell as the Buffs defense picks up the loose puck. Crawford has it poked away, and now here comes UCO. Wow, a big opportunity there. Pretty impressive play from Broker to jump over a Buffs defender. And now Crawford has it again for the Buffaloes. Crawford trying to work his way around Blaha. Crawford just worked his way off the puck. And now Burton. He's got space. Gives it off. There's a shot well wide of the net. Burton gives to Blaha. There's a pass that gets tipped off the stick of Dougie Wood. Blaha makes a move and gets tripped up and loses the puck. Burton trying to just get a pass over low for Monty. So here's Crawford. Monty behind the Colorado net. Waits, Monty, back to Burton. Here's a shot from the point, and it gets blocked before it gets to O'Gwynn. Hogan passes it out of the zone. UCO will have to regroup. Burton to just slap it in. Ferguson trying to get that lead pass to Wood. Bushenik will go chase it down, and it's icing. 3:57 left in the period. I call icing there. Some of the fans here don't agree with that. There is a broken stick on the ice. I think they're going to get rid of that. And this crowd's been very lively, despite it being pretty much all Central Oklahoma. This crowd has been very lively.
Yeah, it's a fun way to spend a Friday night.
So just under 4 minutes left. Refs had to explain themselves to the Colorado bench, it looks like. And so Reagan and Pashenik in the face-off circle, cleanly won by the Broncos. Dubecki fans on the pass, now tries to get it down for Mikhailov. Stuck in the corner. And away comes Issa, somewhat. Reagan's able to pick it up and keep the possession for Central Oklahoma. Ferguson loses it. Now UCO trying to draw up another offensive scoring chance. Such they've had plenty of those in this game. Now here comes the chance. Borghe's got to chase it down, but outspeeding him there is Jack Taylor for Central Oklahoma. And that one goes into the Colorado bench. 3:06 to go in period 2.
Yeah, I think we talked about this last year as well. It's not, the Buffaloes aren't a bad team. It's just this Central Oklahoma team is highly touted every year. Top of the conference, top of the Division I rankings every year.
Currently
So it's
ranked
just a
number
good-
5 in the country and the highest ranked team in the WCHL, which is a very impressive thing. WCHL, an incredibly intense conference. Seems like there's 5-6 teams ranked in the top 25 every week in this conference. Guerra playing without his stick right now. Nislanik picks it up for the Buffs. Now enters the zone and just tries to dump it in. He gets met by several Broncos. 2:40 to go. Simpson gets that pass somehow to Guerra. Now gets it back to Simpson and he fires it wide. Kinney gives to Foy. Trying to work their way back into this thing. But the Buffs can't seem to clear their defensive zone right now. Kept in by the Broncos. Here's Burton. He shoots. That one's stopped by O'Gwyn. And he'll stop play. 2:09 to go in period number 2. 6-0 Central Oklahoma. But since we've gone on here early, around the middle of the second period, UCO still has not scored. They scored 4 early in this second period.
Yes, but they've certainly been knocking on the door. They're right around the goal. Just haven't been able to put one in. But not for a lack of chances.
So once again, Matt Server played the first portion of this game, was pulled after the 5th goal, and Liam O'Gwyn has been in since. Here's Marcin Kevicius shooting, and the save's made there by Madge, who deflects it up into the netting.
Yeah, probably the best chance we've seen all period from the Buffs, and just a nice save there to keep that one out. But it's nice to see that the Buffs haven't just rolled over and still pressuring as much as they can.
So McConaughey in the face-off circle, wins it back to Ferguson. He gives Kate trying to get that pass to McConaughey, goes off his skate. Stuck in the corner now, picked up by UCO. Still fighting for possession of the puck, and now the Broncos cleanly have possession. Burton trying to clear the zone. Marcin Kevicius keeps it in. Puck is loose. There's a shot from Issa, and it just misses the net. It goes into the netting.
Yeah, another chance there, just high over the net, but it's nice to see the Buffs have some pressure in the offensive zone and not just a one-and-done chance. There's a couple of chances there.
And so they stay in the Central Oklahoma zone. But that has been exactly what has been hard for CU, just generating any sort of offensive scoring opportunities. Madge's equipment looks to be off. Mask doesn't seem to be cooperating. So they'll halt play here for a moment to make sure that his mask and everything's in sorts. And so we're ready to resume play. McConaughey wins that draw. Marcin Kevicius just shoots. I think it got blocked before it got to Madge. And now the Broncos are clear. Here's Blaha. Having an opportunity, Blaha lifting that shot wide. Trying to go with the backhander. McConaughey trying to find his way in possession of the puck. Ferguson fighting with Blaha, and it works its way free. Is what I thought had happened, but now it works itself free for Marcin Kevicius. That pass finds Jack Taylor of UCO, not exactly what he's thinking, and O'Gwyn just gloves it like he's making a catch in the outfield. McConaughey sends it up. Issa, touch pass, looking for Pearson. Issa will go ahead and just chase. And Issa falls down along with the Bronco defender. It's still loose behind in the corner. Under a minute to go in period 1. Period 2, Issa falls back down on the ice. And they'll stop play here soon if they can't find a way to get it out, and they do. Kept in for a moment. Wood trying to keep it in the zone. He does. And Issa will just tap it down into the corner again. Under 20 to go. Fan attempt. And O'Gwyn will have to play it. Gets that pass up for Wood. Wood going, and he just missed Blevins in the final 10 seconds now.
Heads up look from O'Gwyn there in net to see Wood open for that pass.
And that'll do it for period 2. 6-0 your score. Central Oklahoma has the lead. Takeaways from what we were able to see in this second period, Jared.
It was a lot of Central Oklahoma, but the Buffs had a nice push there in the final couple minutes. They had a couple chances, just couldn't get one past Madge, but certainly more chances generated at the end of that period than they did at the start.
I mean, it's definitely the pressing awareness that you're about to go into the final frame, final 20 minutes down 6-0. You know, you want to try to, get that deficit as close as possible, before you hit this third period. But now, obviously, third frame, down 6 goals, and not a ton of offense for Colorado this entire game.
Well, anything can happen. It is club sports, but with how UCO has played, if they don't, if they continue their pressure and continue to go out there and play the way that they have in the last 2 periods, this one should be wrapped up pretty well. And so we'll be back for the third period. Stay with us here on Scobo Sports. Welcome back to the CU Rec Center for the third period between the Colorado Buffaloes and the University of the Central Oklahoma Broncos. Current score, well, it's 6-0 Central Oklahoma. And if you've been with us for this entire stream, you haven't seen any of them. But I do know who has scored for Central Oklahoma in this game. So, in the first period, Guerra and Mikhailov scored for UCO to make it 2-0 at the end of the first. And in the second, Guerra scored again for his second of the game. Dubecki scored, Redmond scored, and Robbie Rebroker, in his rookie season here at UCO, scored his first goal with the Broncos. And so there's your scoring update for anyone who is curious. So number 91 for Central Oklahoma, Zach Guerra looking for the hat trick in this third period to get set for face-off. Marcin Kevinchus in the dot for Colorado. And the third period between the Buffaloes and the Broncos is underway.
Alex, remember? Well, you weren't here last year, but it was 10-1 last year.
Yeah, I was doing other stuff. I would have come, but I had other things going on, and
So will it be better or worse than that? Or
that
the
is a
same?
good question. I mean, considering how they've played since Oak Win has gotten in net, I'd say they probably have a shot to make it less than 10-1. But you never know with some of these games. Score effects do become a thing, and they can just find the right shots at the right time. So honestly, I have no idea. But I guess my question to you now is, can the Buffs get on the board?
I hope so. I don't know, but I hope so.
Well,
I think so, because at the end of that end of that second period, they really started to buzz a little bit. They had 3 or 4 great chances at the end of that period. So I think they started picking something up, and we'll see.
Here's Marcin Kevinchus shooting. It's blocked. CU is being outshot in this game 24-10. Par for the course, but it could be much worse. Here's Reagan shooting high over the net. Sent in, but UCO's offsides. Here's Ferguson off the boards. Taylor gloves it for the Broncos. And now a whistle is stopped.
I think it was just offsides.
Yeah.
Interesting about Marcin Kevinchus is that he's from Lithuania, which I didn't know was a big hockey country. It's not a big hockey country. I mean, you think about it, in the Soviet Union, they probably played a little bit, but they're not one of those highly European heavy hockey countries. But we have one here in Boulder, which is pretty interesting.
Well, you want to talk about people from Europe that are playing in this game. You got Marcin Kevinchus playing for Colorado, but you've got a good couple players from Russia on the Central Oklahoma team. Vitaly Mikhailov is from Russia, along with 2 others, both from the same city, Artem Shura and Artem Lantu. Sorry if I butchered those names. And then, of course, Andrej Blaha is from Czechia.
It's cool to see that in club hockey.
I find that to be really interesting, yeah. It's really cool.
It is cool.
And not to mention the oodles of Canadians on the roster for Central Oklahoma. They have representation from British Columbia, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, Ontario. They've got the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, I think you might have named every province there.
No, not Quebec, though.
Almost every province.
Yeah. At least the ones that have people that live in it. Well, you start to get to Yukon and the islands up in the Arctic Circle.
All right, fine.
And that's kind of more what I was kind of touching on.
But it's cool to see how much of how many places people are coming to play hockey. It is super cool. But I might have to look more into the Lithuanian hockey world, because
I would be very entertained by if you decided to write a story on that. That would be very interesting.
Yeah, we'll see. Journalism student, after all, probably should do something like that, right?
That wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, after all, if you want to write about hockey, that's a great opportunity. It's a good story. Blaha.
Fine, I'll do it.
Right on cue. Poked around and picked up by Burton now. Burton loses control of puck. We talk about diversity on these teams. Even Central Oklahoma has like diversity when it comes to here in the States. They got people from Minnesota, Illinois. They've got people from Michigan, New York, Pennsylvania. They have someone from Alaska.
You know, when you're a good program with a highly decorated past, you're gonna get people from all over.
And then of course Oklahoma and Texas, but that's to be expected. They even have a guy from Colorado. They've even stolen someone from out here.
Happens a lot.
Fair. Yeah, that makes sense. And so here's Blake Blevins trying to work his way around the defense. And he just sends it back to neutral ice where Quentin Kinney gives it up to Kate. Now taken away by UCO once again. 3 minutes gone in period 3. 6-0 Central Oklahoma. O'Gwyn playing it out of his net. Bit of a dangerous play, but no problems there. Here's St. Clair giving to Simpson. Simpson trying to find Guerra. Now here comes Colorado the other way. Puck's loose and played away by Madge. There is a penalty coming up.
Hooking is the call.
And so for UCO, Austin Simpson is in the box. Buffs to the power play. Trying to get on the scoreboard. Krishchenik can't win the draw. And now here come the Broncos the other way. Just dump it down. It'll hit the back of the net. O'Gwyn will have to stay in his net as 4 Buffaloes trying to take that puck away from the one Bronco attacker. UCO's penalty kill is lights out. They've only let up 1 power play goal all season coming into this game. 38 of 39 penalties killed by this Bronco penalty kill.
And they already have a shorthanded goal tonight.
They had 11 of those last season. They were amazing on special teams, as to be expected when you're the best teams in the ACHA. Puck's loose in front, and Madge was able to cover. I don't even know if he had to make the save there, but the defense was able to scramble in front to protect their goaltender. Here's Trunco. Now gives Borgie. They get that. Ferguson has it knocked away. And now here's Pearson. Messing that up. And cleared in. 45 seconds on the man advantage for Colorado. Behind the Bronco net. A 2v2 scrum. And the Broncos come out victorious there. Wood does have it now for Colorado as he sends it down below the net for Issa. Issa has it knocked away, but the Buffs retain possession. Here's Kate. Now Pearson shooting. Score! Brody Pearson has his 4th of the year, and the Buffs are on the board.
Well, there's your answer, Alex. Will they score? I'm going to take yes.
Brody Pearson, his 4th of the season, and is having a big impact on the scene along with Dougie Wood. He now ties him for the lead for most goals by this Buffs team. Dougie Wood coming in this game with 4 goals himself as well.
What a shot there. Just top of the circle, ripped it over the shoulder.
Yeah, great shot. It's a power play goal. Just the second power play goal let up by the Broncos this season. So that's actually kind of that's a pretty big goal there for Colorado. Kind of in some ways to show that they can score on this UCO squad. Now here comes Mikiche shooting, and the stop is made by Madge. He played his first game on the road in Oklahoma and is playing in just his second game this season, number 8, Garrett McKeeche from Burlington, Vermont. One of those younger players on this team.
It's nice to see, in games like this, it is nice to see players get a chance who might not be playing consistently. Maybe we'll see a couple lineup changes tomorrow and see some players who haven't played that often in as well.
Yeah,
well, it's nice to see.
You want to
more
see like a
players get the
lineup
chances.
change. Makani, I have not noticed him playing on the line with Borgi and Pshenik all day. He's playing with Marcinkevičius and Issa in this game.
Starting lineup, he wasn't with the Borgi or Pshenik. So it was a change coming in this game already. And maybe we'll see a couple tomorrow. Not sure, but
We'll see how the lineup
we'll
changes,
see who
if
start
anything.
tomorrow.
I would assume that he's played pretty well. The Broncos haven't scored in nearly 20 minutes.
And the only goal that went in was like a 2-on-0 opportunity. Really nothing you can do about it.
I mean, it really shows just how important goaltending is in some of these games.
Also, when you just switch goalies, you kind of give a shout out to your team in front of you.
Well, there's a chance, and Quinn makes the stop on the second effort from the Broncos. And there's exactly a perfect example of how this game hasn't been absolutely blown out of the water right now. I mean, it is pretty much a blowout, but how O'Quinn's the reason it's not worse than it is. Face-off controlled in the corner by K.D. Slanik. And he gives to Quentin Kinney. That pass a little out of reach for Marcinkevičius. Issa gives it to Marcinkevičius. Nislanik has to chase it down in the neutral zone. And the Broncos come back away with it. But Marcinkevičius steals it back. Issa waits, moves around Simpson. And now gets the pass to Marcinkevičius. He's knocked off, but Kinney picks it up. Kinney knocked off. And now UCO picks up again. Dubecki has a goal tonight, just the third goal by a defenseman for this UCO team this season. As Burton has a goal and Kraus has a goal, Dubecki joins him in that, I guess, lot. Anyways, here's Mikhailov. Trying to get that pass towards Doucette. And it doesn't work. Doucette now shoots well high after it deflects off, sticking out of play.
Yeah, UCO answered here pretty quickly, generating some chances in the offensive zone, cycling around, and clock just ticking down as the third period is nearly halfway through.
But the Buffs have seemed to neutralize at least something. If you want anything to take away from this game, it's the fact that the Buffs have not let UCO score in the last period's worth of play. They did score 4 in the second, but all 4 came in like the first 6 minutes. So ever since the wins come in, the team has looked, I wouldn't say like miles better, but they've put up more of a fight. That shot goes wide. Burton trying to keep it. Borgi had a bit of a rush going if he was able to get it away from Burton. Here's Kate, who got picked up the assist on the Pearson goal. Just his second point of the year. On a spinning, diving pass from Ferguson, he just dumps it in. But the stick falls loose on the ice. And now they'll stop play. So icing is the call. They'll go back into the Colorado zone. Ferguson took a bit of a nasty tumble, but he seems to be okay.
Yeah, I think he was tripped up there. The stick was caught up in his foot when he got up, so there might have been a missed call there. And then just get the icing on top of that, it's just not great.
$12:20 left in the game. It's passed down low and poked away. Borgi trying to control what is cleared away. Aha being chased there by McKeeche. I saw. Gosnell I'm gonna set it up. Shura has it. One of those 3 players from Russia on this UCO team. Pearson has the goal for Colorado. Here's Aha. Take it down. Blocker save made by O'Quinn. Crawford trying to get that pass to Gosnell. He's getting hounded by Blaha, and now Crawford trying to clear. Stolen away by Blaha. Blaha shoots, and the save is made by O'Quinn. And that's where you can see the speed for UCO really taking a hold over Colorado. It's a bit of a pushing and shoving after the whistle.
Nothing too bad. Just some love taps, right?
Yeah, for sure. This one sent wide of the net. Kinney pushed into the boards. And now Blaha going to send it back into the slot looking for a pass. And coming away with it is Nieslanik. Makes that pass a little ahead for Farrow, but he picks it up. Farrow into the zone, dumps it in. Taylor's there for UCO, Bunting there for Colorado. 2-on-2 fight for the puck. Taken by Blaha as he just lifts it out of the zone. Nieslanik will chase it down. And he grabs the puck again. Pass over there for Bunting. He runs into a hit, able to shake off Sykes. But now Foy has to go chase it down. So there is Sykes. He gets hit. And Foy is taken down to the ice. Approaching the 10-minute mark in regulation. Nieslanik. We'll send it back. Foy finds no one there.
Oh, nice.
Just out of reach.
Nice play by
Simpson.
Farrow there to save a goal, I think. Right in front, lifted the stick.
Yeah, Simpson, the leading point scorer on this UCO team, has just 2 goals, but has been an absolute playmaker, racking up 10 assists for 12 points on the season. He's averaging 2 points a game. Coming into this one at least. 9:45 left in this 3rd period. What do you want to see from Colorado in this last bit here to see what they can do and prepare for tomorrow?
I think try to sway some momentum, get a little more consistent pressure in the offensive zone, not really just one and dones. Get maybe a cycle going, try to just work UCO a little bit. And then of course just keep playing how they're playing defensively, helping your goalie out. Saw Fred Farrow there with a big play in front. Just kind of doing that.
And look at that big hit from Marcin Kevicius. Now here's Issa moving around St. Clair. Issa gets shaken off the puck and there's a penalty.
Slashing's the call on that one. Issa with almost absolute beauty of a goal there. He was able to get a shot off and put that one past. But just a nice move, draws a penalty. Now the Buffs have a chance to get another one.
Well, their only goal has come on a power play. UCO, coming into this game, had only surrendered 1 power play goal. They've surrendered another one tonight. Maybe a second here for Colorado if they can find some sustained pressure as Mikhailov will go to the box. Puck stuck in front. Madge able to make the stop, steer it away, and they'll clear. Here's Ferguson giving to Trunco, works his way around, and gives to Issa. Puck stuck at center ice here on the boards, right in front of the fans. 3 Buffaloes in the fray there. And look, Pashenik able to muscle that puck out of the jam and back into possession for Colorado. Issa overskates the puck, now picks it back up, works his way into the zone, poked away. Trunco picks up the loose puck, shooting, and the save made by Madge. And Ferguson can't get the second opportunity shot. Trying to go back for Borgie. A diving play is made by Simpson to get it out. Minute left on the power play. Trunco loses the handle, and Guerra will just send it in. A win to hold on to it. They have to make a play. Puck's loose and stuck in the corner now. Bit of an interesting development there, but now McConaughey has it for Colorado. McConaughey works his way around Burton. Behind the net, Burton picks it up, but it's stolen back by Colorado. McConaughey up top for Kate. Fans on the pass twice, and now a breakaway opportunity. Guerra looking for the hat trick, and he scores. Zach Guerra has a hat trick. His third of the game, it's 7-1. And it's another shorty.
Yeah, another short and a goal. That one's just unfortunate. Bouncing puck at the blue line. Kate just couldn't handle that one, and goal the other way.
Tough break for Colorado there. And you give a player like that much real estate, he's gonna find the back of the net. Slap shot to get it in. 7 seconds on the Buffalo power play. Burton just sends it deep and into the netting with 2 seconds. Now 1 second on the power play.
Alex, what do you want to see in the next 7:27 left in this game?
Well, I want to see how they can recover after letting up a goal like that. It felt like they had something going a little bit in this third, but I want to see how they respond here. Maybe even win one of the 3 periods on the score sheet. Maybe that can be some moral victory if you believe in that type of stuff. I don't know.
I don't know if I'd call it a moral victory, but something to look forward to tomorrow for sure.
Well, it gives them a little boost going into tomorrow, knowing that they'll have 3 full periods. Most likely, I'd assume 3 full periods of Liam O'Gwyn, because with Liam O'Gwyn in net, it's only 2-1. It was 5-0 when Server was in net, and then O'Gwyn's come in and he's looked really good, especially compared to what came before.
I don't want to take away from Matt Serve either, because I think
no, not at all.
I think the team's played better since O'Gwyn came in. I think it's just, it wakes the team up a little bit like, hey, let's help our goalies out a little bit more. So I don't want to take anything away from Server, because I think he made some big saves, especially in that first period. It was just overwhelming the defense and just the overall team of this Buffaloes.
Yeah, and I think that's something that going into this game tomorrow, the defense of the team overall has to step up. They have to be able to find a way to match their speed, because UCO has been able to beat them to every puck one-on-one, and yeah, they're taking them off puck, and they're just finding ways to outrun these guys. So if they can find a way to match their speed, even for a little bit, that can help neutralize their potent scoring. At least that's my 2 cents of it. Six and a half left in this one. 7-1, Central Oklahoma. Here's a shot from Stalzer that's stopped by O'Gwyn. O'Gwyn just celebrated his 21st birthday yesterday. And so, I don't know if this is exactly how he expected tonight to go. Not necessarily in terms of the whole birthday thing, I just want to mention that, but just kind of thinking about it on the bench, it's not something you expect to go in, and I don't know where I was going with that, to be honest with you, actually. I've lost it. I've lost the point.
I was going to let you keep going, because I had no idea where you're going with that one.
I tried to recover, and I dug myself a little deeper and much of a bigger hole. I'm telling you, that's not a highlight.
Put that one in your reel, Alex.
I'd rather not. I'll stick to telling you guys what's happened on the ice. We'll try to find something that isn't there.
Icing.
5.5 left in this one. Picked up by UCO behind the net, Blaha. Now leaves it. He picks it back up. Stuck in the corner. Marcinkiewicz able to dig it out. And now Colorado trying to generate an opportunity, but no worries for UCO. Marcinkiewicz keeping it down into the zone. Blaha picks it up and will be cleared by the Broncos, and icing is called. Just under 5 minutes left in this one. 7-1, Broncos have the lead and are running away with this one. Marcinkiewicz in the draw to take the draw for the Colorado Buffaloes. And he can't seem to win that one. Redmond just clears the zone. UCO takes control, 4.5 left. Marcinkiewicz drops it off, Kate. Now Burton gives across. St. Clair. Now leaving it for Simpson. Trying to get that to Mondi. And him and McConaughey take a bit of a tumble. There's Burton giving to Simpson. Simpson trying to get to Burton there, and it's a little tip drill. And Wynn's got the stop. So 4:06 to go. And the Buffs are just playing for pride at this point.
Yep. I mean, they've had some pressure. It's just as soon as they get anything that goes the other way, really can't get consistently in the offensive zone here.
So here's Pashenik. Works his way into the zone. Poked away by Simpson. And now it's cleared in. And that will be icing. 3:47 to go. And UCO will have an offensive draw. Looking to add to their goal mark. There's 7 goals, and we get an 8th one here.
So, speaking of blowouts, Alex, question for you. One sec. I'll let you call this first.
Well, O'Gwen's able to make that play. Borgie trying to clear it out. Kept in by Stalzer. And now the Buffs have a chance. Pashenik trying to get that pass to Borgie. He's able to stick with it and pick it up. Borgie drops it off for Pashenik, and now it's behind the net. And there's a penalty coming up. Big hit behind the boards, and now they're going to get physical. And so the refs are going to have to, a little extra shove there. And the refs are going to have to separate this whole ordeal. And so now they'll have to sort out what's going on here. Aha goes to the locker room. Borgie goes to the box. Or no, he's going to the bench.
That was a cheap shot.
I'd say so. Aha kind of blows a kiss to the fans out here. As he gets to the locker room, his day is over. Of course, refs are going to have to sort this out.
All right. I want to go back to my question now. I think we'll have some time to kill.
Yeah,
All right.
what were you going to ask me?
So, if you're playing in a hockey league, not like a high level, maybe just like Thursday nights or something, would you rather lose a game 10-6 or 4-0? Which one would you rather end the game with?
Wow.
Not from personal experience or anything.
Thanks for that. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, why those specific scores, Jared?
May or may not happen to me.
Do you want to explain yourself?
No, I lost a game 10-6 and a game 4-0. I don't know which one is like least. Like letting up 10 goals stinks, but at least you scored 6. Like losing 4-0, you lose by 4 either way.
It's a good.
Which one?
It is a valid question, and you're bringing that specifically up because I am originally from Chicago, so I do root for the Blackhawks. And they
that had
lost
nothing
last
to do
night 4-0 to the Avalanche.
Oh, that had nothing to do with it.
Oh, that had nothing to do with it. Oh, I thought that was totally supposed to be a cheap shot.
My last 2 games were 4-0 and 10-6.
Oh, I thought that was a cheap shot at me. I'm like, wow, thanks. I'm catching these strays
It was just
right now.
further proof why I'm up here and not still playing hockey.
That is a good point, but in all seriousness, I do think 10-6 is probably the loss you probably get more out of because, I don't know, it's more just defenses playing bad rather than it's 2 totally different takeaways, but I'd probably have a 10-6.
I do feel like it definitely does depend because if it's 4-0, that depends on was the goalie really good
Here's
or
the
were
thing.
you just awful at
The
offense?
4-0 game, I was on offense, and the 10-6 loss, I was on defense. So maybe I'm
Oh,
just the
you're a
problem.
two-way player. There you go.
Maybe I'm the problem. When you say that out loud, man, it's fun though, right?
Who knows at this point?
Still not sure what the penalties are. So
I have no idea.
So we might just
I
keep
think
going.
actually Aha came back from the locker room and is now sitting in the box. I think 2 players from each team are now sitting in the box now. I mean, that whole segment went perfectly timed. Like, you nailed it. Perfect timing for that type of question.
It was just a genuine question, because like I don't know how to feel about it. Like 4-0 obviously isn't cool. Like you want to score goals, but letting up 10 goals, it's like, oh man.
Well, again, okay. Well, obviously you never want to let up 10, but again, was the goalie really good or were you just awful at offense? Because I feel like if the goalie was good, then 4-0 is respectable.
I'm not saying we
you know?
were generating that many chances, but the goalie made a couple big saves.
I like how this is still. I like how you're still. This is still all hypothetical. You know, would you rather give up these 10 goals, or would you make a bunch of big
I
saves?
thought I was talking about the Blackhawks.
Well, that's the like Chicago identity. You know, we're the best. You know, you must be talking about us.
I wouldn't say that. Have you?
Looks like we will have a 5-minute major here, though.
I mean, seeing as both Jared and I are from around the New York region, I wouldn't say there's not much to be said there.
Yeah, 5-minute major looks like it's on the board.
Yeah, it looks like it's against. It's against number 23 for UCO. There isn't a 23. Or actually, no, that's Gage Bowerman for UCO. There's like a bunch of people in the box. There's 2 players in the box on each side. So the 7-minute penalty is on the clock right now.
Oh man,
that is weird.
So you ready for this? 3 minutes, 23 seconds for a 6-goal comeback. You ready?
I mean, 7 minutes? They take a neutral zone faceoff, and there you have it. It is a 7-minute penalty. I mean, I think it's the 5-minute major, and they add 2 minutes. I think that's what it is.
The only time I've seen this was they added it together was 2021 playoffs. The Avs had a 9-minute penalty against the Vegas Knights. That's the only other time I've seen something like that.
I didn't even know that could be possible. That is wild.
I was baffled myself, and they never told us. So I was like, why is there 9 minutes on the clock?
That's even more strange. Well, this busts off a power play to end the game. So if they're going to score, it's another power play goal. I mean, see, UCO has 2 shorties already. McConaughey here has it for Colorado. Gives it to Ferguson. Now, here's Blevins. And they'll stop the play.
Offsides. Also, I did have an assist in the 10-6 loss.
Oh, good for you.
I'm glad it's not hypothetical anymore, though, that it's your accomplishments.
Good for you. Let it be known, Jared Miller had an assist in a 10-6 loss.
You can talk about that on the podcast next week, Jared.
Yeah, you want to go into that on the podcast next week?
We have nothing else to talk about. Hopefully we get a guest.
I mean, who knows?
2 blowout losses, 7-1 to UCO, and also Jared's Thursday night game, 10-6.
Well, and you don't even mention the women's team today. I don't know if this was the final score, but in the third period I was checking up on them. They were down 12-1 to McKendree. So it's been a rough day.
I would
for
rather
us.
10-6.
Yes, I would rather have 10-6. 2:15 to go. Here's Pashenik trying to roll it in the net. Stuck in the crease. Puck is loose. Marcin Kevichus fans on a shot now. Just throws on and just throws it into the ceiling. Like that actually hit the ceiling. You could hear it. As 2 sticks are lost on the ice right now. The goalie stick and another one, which seems to have gone unclaimed. Oh, it's broken. That's why.
I think that's the 3rd or 4th broken stick we've seen this game.
What we're doing here is we're bringing Pac-12 After Dark to ACHA hockey is what's going on.
Yeah, just absolute chaos. You never know what's going to happen.
Or like CONCACAF if you even want that.
And so the Buffs have 2 minutes left to try and put another one through. So here comes UCO on a 2-on-1. Here's a shot, goes wide of the net. Pearson just drops it there. Marcin Kevichus has it. And he almost gets hip checked there. He was that close to getting hip checked.
I thought that was going to be a beautiful hit. It was, but I thought he was going fine.
It was a great hip check. He's just too strong.
Pearson picks it up. Marcin Kevichus has it.
no.
And he just throws it right to UCO. Working his way around Borghi. But can't quite get around Borghi there. Is Reagan. Borghi has it. Goes off the skate of Issa, and Issa
UCO
just knocks down Doucette.
UCO got away with too many men. They had 5 on the ice here there for a couple seconds.
McConaughey.
Not that it matters too much at this point, but
Yeah, you're right. Passes. Pearson shooting. It's blocked. Looking for a second of the night. 1:10 to go. Here's Issa. You can see some tired Buffs out there right now. Issa will send it back. 1 minute left in regulation match. Sends it around. And it'll be down gloved there by Blevins to keep it in. 50 seconds to go. Pearson, nothing there, and it's cleared. Still 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the power play. I think we should keep playing after that long. I think the game should last that much longer. I don't know about you guys. Just to see what they could do. Like, if they score, you don't have to put it on the score sheet, but I just like to see what would happen. Final 30 seconds for Boulder. Drop it off. Here's Wood. 15 seconds. Wood lift it in. Moves it around the boards. Here's Pashenik in the final 10 seconds. Down low. In front, Blevins is denied by Madge for one final save. McConaughey will pass to Pashenik, and that'll do it. The Central Oklahoma Broncos come into Boulder and just dominate in game one. 7-1 the final score. And for over half the game, they only had 2 goals. Or they only had 1 goal for over half the game.
yeah, it was just a slow start, really.
They'll play Fight CU. And these 2 teams will be back at it tomorrow for a second match. Maybe a little bit more, get a chance to get a clean slate. What do you want to see from the Buffs tomorrow?
Ideally, just start like they played the second half of the game. They only let 1 goal after the halfway mark of the game, so just kind of start a little quicker maybe. And I don't know.
I mean, yeah, well, it's actually funny. Had we not had the myriad of technical issues before the game, I had a couple just key notes that I wanted, especially the Buffs, to look at, and 2 of those were avoid penalties and keep a structured defense. Because, you know, we obviously had those here in Boulder, the 10-0, 10-1 losses last year, and the at least 10, I believe it was at least 12, 13 goals in the away games last year, but I could be wrong. And it's just a case of you want to be aware of how quick this team is and how tenacious they are. You could see them hound the Buffs, in the middle of the ice, offensive zone, defensive zone, wherever they were hounding them. They were adept at taking the puck away, adept at reading the plays, the passes, which weren't, as quick as I probably would have liked. So as Jared said, yeah, keep that structured defense that we got and we saw in the second half of that game, but you need to be able to adapt more to that tenacity and to that just impressive play by the Broncos.
UCO dominates the first 25 minutes of this one, scoring 6. The rest of the game, 1-1. UCO takes the game with a total final score of 7-1. They'll be back here tomorrow to do it all over again here on ScoBuff Sports. We'll have that coverage for you, and we will actually be there for the full duration of the game. We apologize once again for
that is the hope.
Those issues that you saw in the first period.
Or rather didn't see.
Well, it depends. But that's going to do it for us here at the CU Rec Center. Buffs take the loss. 7-1 the final score. For Aidan Glockner and Jared Miller, I'm Alex Roberts. Thank you for tuning in this broadcast, and you heard it here first.